Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for an Audi Q5, and it's the 2-litre TDI 170 SE Quattro. Car's registered WD11EHG, and mileage at the start of this road test is 70,662 miles. The reason we do the road test is simply so customers can actually see the cars we're selling actually in operation. That way, if there's any issues on the car, then we will relay them back to you. It's the whole point of doing the videos. We've all been in a situation where we've gone to see cars only to find out there's been a fault with the car when you get there, which you clearly should have been told about, which would have been apparent to anybody, even with basic mechanical knowledge. So hence that's why we do it. It's also done on the very quiet country roads close to our premises, so hopefully it'll be representative of what anyone would feel themselves if offered a test drive on the car. Just a very brief background to this particular car, as you may well know from the advert. Obviously it's been fantastically maintained by Audi throughout the car's life. Very importantly, it's had the cam belt and water pump done at the Audi dealers at 58,000 miles. So it's been kept on top of. Just two private gentlemen have owned the car from new and kept it in wonderful, wonderful condition, to be fair to it. And it feels like it as soon as you drive the car. If you look at our website, you'll probably see that you don't see many Audis on our website. Nothing against them, it's just that we specialise in Lexus and Honda predominantly, apart from some classic cars and the smattering of other Japanese vehicles, which is a business model we decided upon years ago given our experience of those particular vehicles. This particular Audi came in on part exchange to us. A gentleman bought a Lexus RX 450 hybrid from me. And this is the car that he part exchanged in. Car starts absolutely instantly. Engine very smooth, very quiet. Pulls like an absolute train, to be fair to it. It's very flexible, got loads of low down grunt, and just really good feel a surge as it pulls you forward. It's very, very good order indeed. No warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Temperature gauge running at what looks like just under half, which is I'm assuming should be where it should be, but all looks in very, very fine order. The engine is sweet as a nut, it really, really is. Engine then feeds through clutch and into the 6-speed gearbox. Clutch on the car smooth, positive in operation, absolutely no change in engine note when the clutch is depressed or let out, and no vibrations at all either. Gearbox on the vehicle, really, really nice gearbox. It's one of the first of this generation of Audis that I've driven, and they've done a very, very nice job on the gearbox, to be fair to it. It's very slick in operation, but it's also very positive, so kudos to them for that. It's remarkably good, and it feels as tight as a drum. I can't feel any obvious wear in the gear lever and the linkage, anything at all. Feels exactly as it should be. So in terms of the powertrain of the vehicle, all in very, very fine order. Noticeable also just how quiet it is on the move. I mean, it's got the big panoramic glass roof, but very little wind noise in here. So it, again, looks like sort of all door seals and windscreen seals and sunroof seals are all in very fine fettle, because it's one of the quietest cars I've driven in a long time. Brakes on the car are really good, solid. There's no pulsing, there's no vibrations from them at all. When you hit the brakes hard, it pulls down the nose straight and true. Looking around inside the vehicle, Audi do these things very, very, very well, to be fair to them. Quite beautifully made, very solid feeling car on the road, lovely ambience inside the car, very stylish, understated, actually quite simple as well, which is, for someone who's a technophobe like me, it's quite nice to see. But all in absolutely fantastic condition in here. It's been kept so well, this car. It really, really does. Whoever's lucky enough to get it will be buying a very, very fine example indeed. I've gone through pretty much everything I can with my limited knowledge of them, and everything seems to work exactly as it should on the vehicle. The steering of the car, lovely, very well weighted, very positive. There's absolutely no vibrations coming back through the steering wheel of the car at speed, which is a bit of a pet hate of mine. The car also tracks absolutely bullet straight. There's no veering left, right or otherwise. Also the suspension, what I'm looking out for on these kind of road tests is any kind of noises sort of coming up from underneath the car that would suggest a bit of sort of suspension wear or in the rubber bushes, and that normally kind of manifests itself in sort of light metallic clonks, but there's nothing. It's absolutely silent. The whole car, you know, and it's very, very hard to kind of impart this kind of through a video, just feels rock solid. It feels, you know, as close to driving a new car as any used car can reasonably be. We are said very, very honest on these videos. So if there's something not quite right, or is a miss, or it just doesn't feel quite right, we do let customers know, or obviously we attend to them quite clearly. But there's absolutely nothing on this. It drives very, very well indeed. Now, I know my Hondas and I know my Lexus cars rather well. Don't know these as well as, you know, this is my first drive in a Q5, so you know, it's very impressive, I have to say. But you know, if there's something I've missed on the video that you needed answered, then you know, please do give us a call, and I'll answer any questions you might have. If I don't know the answers, I'll find out for you.